He's fought though on the biggest stage on the straight right, just dropped Garcia. There's the missile on cue. A fearsome right hand that we've seen in the past.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is the respected 2012 U.S. Olympian and the perennial top contender, introducing Terrell Gausha. Fine record stands at 16 wins, 1 loss, 13 wins, coming by way of knockout. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the exciting and rising young middleweight contender, introducing Elijah Garcia.
All punches over here will be good. Obey my commands. This is for Big George. Touch him up, scoot back.
The bell and round one, and despite being away from his family for 8 months here in Las Vegas.
As you mentioned, he's going to let it go because he said that's what the fans want. I know that's what we want, man.
Yeah, overanalysis can lead to paralysis, Abner. And he's fought, though, on the biggest stage on the straight right, just dropped Garcia. There's the missile on cue. A fearsome right hand that we've seen in the past.
The right punches thrown in Gausha. That was the right hand to a left-hander in Garcia.
Garcia coming off his first loss, now facing early adversity here in the first round.
Get this round close. I mean, it's a 10-8 round right now because of the knockdown. So Garcia has to press.
You can see the blood flowing from the nose there of Garcia from these right hands as Gausha continues to score over the top with that lead punch.
So just like Gausha did against Tim Tszyu, Garcia, I have to say, guys, has bounced back impressively in the final minute of the round, putting together combinations, forging through the fire of adversity, and I'd say coming back incredibly strong.
Okay. And here we're going to see exactly the beautiful straight right hand from Gausha, precise, perfectly timed, right in the nose, right in the chin of Garcia. Right when Garcia was about to let his hands go, he opened up the gap, and Gausha landed that beautiful right hand.
For your family, he's feeling the pressure, guys. He's 21, coming off a loss, and now already behind the proverbial 8-ball, Brian.
And look, this was that sort of referendum moment for him. New trainer, as you mentioned, the recent loss, the fight before that against Resendiz, he got hit a lot more than were expected. But you're seeing Garcia early in round 2 bringing the fight to Gausha.
You cannot give him a gap. You cannot give him a space.
Oh, there's a beautiful right uppercut on the inside for Garcia. He needs to cut the ring, own the pocket, break the body, break the will, and engage in what we've seen him do, the controlled chaos. And now he's coming on strong here in the second round, backing up Gausha, who had to start fast and stay busy. Well, after saying he didn't land one punch, he landed the biggest punch of the fight. Youthful pressure turned Garcia's eagerness into mistakes.
No question about it, and Gausha has that Olympic pedigree to back him up. He didn't take a lot of damage, even in losses as a pro. He's got strong defense.
Punches, and he was 14 of 40 in the opening round.
Notice, Gausha is still landing that right hand at will.
Right,
and he just landed it on cue, Brian, in the left hook. And that's one thing Bob Santos told me was he wanted to get Garcia to do situational and directional changes.
A lot. He's trying to land punches. Gausha's guard definitely not letting Garcia land clean punches, and the clear punches are landing by Gausha.
Old veteran scored the knockdown in the opening round with that straight right hand down the middle. Public enemy numero uno against a southpaw like Garcia.
You understand? You're getting stay alert. Stay hands up. We just started counting. You gotta be able to count it. Remember what we're talking about.
But he said this week this is the kind of fight that will let people know he's still here. He mentioned a lot of guys who came up with him are now retired. And as we can see tonight, Gausha, he's still got it.
In his last fight against Carlos Adames.
Let's not forget when Gausha fought Tim Tszyu. He did knock them down in the first, believe, second round. And then after that, he took some rounds off. I'm seeing that right now.
It seems like he's taking a little bit off of his punches and really focused on just touching Gausha to get into a rhythm.
Yep, using the jab more effectively, using an angle as well. And again, you see him going to his right like Bob Santos wanted him to do instead of where he would always go to his left. So we are seeing directional change, but...
Uppercut, like you say. But I like that the aggression. I like the volume right now from Garcia, and he's got to continue to do that. Open up that guard from Gausha.
Final 60 seconds of the third, and Gausha and Garcia. I don't know if Gausha wants to get into an exchange with Garcia, but he's landing some great uppercuts here, Brian.
Gausha's landing the bigger punches of more consequence this round.
At the highest level, has been unable to consistent pace here. Now against the ropes, he's got to be careful. But that's exactly what he needed to do, Brian.
Ooh, that's
Another big uppercut.
Yeah. Jab, jab. You got to set up the right hand with the jab, and he's doing it perfectly, Gausha. Jab, right hand, and there's the knockdown. Set it up with the jab.
Trout, Lubin, so he's been in there, as we've mentioned, with the top fighters in this division.
Doing a good job of cutting off the ring, though, now, and keeping Gausha corralled and actually busy, changing up his punch placement. Doing a good job going upstairs, downstairs, changing levels, but Gausha still waiting to time the counter right hand. And when we talk to Garcia, wow, just misses with the left. Gausha utilizing the jab very well, painting up and down, using the jab like a paintbrush, Abner, and going to the body diligently.
Yeah. That's what you got to do if you're Garcia. Set up the punches upstairs and finish to the body, but then right there.
There's a timing by Gausha with the right hand, continues to land it, but Garcia, hands are low, but he's busy, but he has to be careful. His head is susceptible to a counter shot, and we've already seen him go down once in the first round, the first knockdown of his career.
He's got to make sure he moves his head because that right hand from Gausha is on point.
So it's 3 rounds to 1 unofficial.
Up and really clean.
Oh, nice
punches.
counter right hand again. The counter right of Gausha has been the kryptonite for Garcia throughout this fight.
Yes. Lead right hand while he's looking to throw up shots.
Well, the southpaw's biggest enemy is proving to be a very problematic punch for Garcia. He is getting hit clean with those counter right hands by Gausha anytime he throws it. But Garcia has a beautiful curling right hook that gets around the guard of Gausha. Doesn't throw it often, but now sitting down. 3 punches. Those right hands were all money.
Garcia continuing to go to the body of Gausha.
Changing levels. Right uppercut, countered by Gausha, stopping Garcia in his track. I will say, Bob Santos said he's going to get him to move to the right. That's exactly what he's been doing throughout the fight. But again, I have to state, he's now squaring up. He's not even fighting southpaw. Now did you see what I'm saying? Ooh. And he's putting it on Gausha when he does it.
But again, the cleaner shots are landed by Gausha. Garcia overextending that right hand.
Beautiful left uppercut, chopping left hand by Gausha. We are seeing some extremely high-level punches being thrown here. 8 thrown per round. It's not the old Gausha, that's for sure. It's the older Gausha.
Seeing Garcia's aggression to his advantage,
which is a veteran move.
Really smart.
Wow.
Is already telling him he's doing break him down.
Hammer fist in a boxing match, not legal, but I see you, Elijah Garcia. There's a 1-2, and so are you in agreement, Abner, that we're starting to see Garcia slow down? Lead right hook by Garcia, but it's not a jab, and he's not using the jab like Santos wanted him to use. Goes downstairs, Brian, but eats another counter upstairs.
And now you're starting to see Garcia throwing 1 punch at a time, while Gausha is countering with 3, 4, even 5 punch combinations.
You got to set up the pace with the jab, Garcia. You got to take control of the rhythm.
There, beautiful 4-punch combination by the veteran Gausha. Composed against the ropes and using his offense now, being aggressive on Garcia. Garcia eating these shots flush, walking forward, hands down. The 37-year-old Terrell Gausha, whose right hand has proved to be as clean as a washing machine, including in that first round when he dropped Garcia for the first time in his career.
One of the key sequences of this fight keeps repeating. Each time Gausha's back hits the ropes, he comes back with multiple combinations.
By Garcia, and then the straight left hand splits the guard of Gausha. Oh, check hook lands for Gausha. Midway point of the 7th.
And as long as Gausha can keep the big right hand again from Gausha, as long as Gausha can keep this level of activity up, it's most likely going to counteract that pressure on the judges' scorecards from Garcia.
Tonight's fight, he's averaging 34 per round, nearly twice as much. So again, my goodness, a fighter actually told us the truth in a fighter meeting. Wow! Thank you, Terrell Gausha. He usually lands only 7 power shots per round. This veteran. Oh, just misses with the right.
Gausha also knew that this was one of those fights that it's either make you or break you type of fights. A young fighter.
But But Brian, the fact that Garcia's allowing him, he's just sitting there allowing Gausha to tee off on him. And he does close the distance, he squares up and then eats a bunch of counter shots.
Good counter body shot there from Garcia. You do have to wonder where the jump.
Because he's afraid of getting countered. He's seen it all night. He's got to close the gap, get in there, smother Gausha's punches.
And for Gausha, he's content now. He's put those rounds in the books. He's got the knockdown. There's the counter. There's the check hook. Gausha doing a great job with basic 1-2 defense to stave off Garcia. Garcia's getting in trouble trying to close the distance.
Exactly.
But Abner, you said it too earlier, my friend. Here we are in round 8, regardless of where the judges have this fight. Garcia throwing less punches in this round than any other round.
I just feel that he got overwhelmed right now.
Well, now he's putting the pressure on, and now he's starting to tee off on Gausha. But I don't get, when I look at Gausha, I see a guy that's just defending and very confident about where he is. He doesn't appear to be in trouble.
Well, look, Gausha has allowed him to go to the body, but it's those headshots where Gausha's high guard has played a huge role in this bout.
DJ Khaled commentary, and another one. 16, known for the knockout power, but coming off the loss, and now in tough against Terrell Gausha. Elijah Garcia needs a wake-up call.
And now letting Gausha be first. Another big mistake by the younger Garcia.
Done so much with Dominican and Cuban lefties as Garcia's guard gets split by the 1-2 of Gausha as he backs up to the ropes. And talking to Bob and
you can see blood continuing to drip from the nose of Garcia as he goes to the body in the corner. I'm wearing a little bit of his blood right now, Abner.
He'd never been cut, never been down.
The cleaner shot in this round and takes this round. There it is.
Vintage
even
ring generalship from Terrell Gausha. An eventful 10th and final round. Sweat spraying off the face of Elijah Garcia. It's the effective combinations, the technique of a 2012 U.S. Olympian. The ring generalship of Terrell Gausha on display even when against the ropes. And keeps teeing off on him. The head movement is not there off center. He is not moving his head whatsoever. Hands are low. 21 years of age, on the verge of maybe tasting defeat.
Good work
for the second consecutive time, putting in the work.
He has to. He has to knock out now. Wow.
That continues to be 1-2 after another for Gausha.
And they're all straight punches. Again, Garcia not moving from center line.
Taking an L for the first time has been a rough night at the office against, by far, his most experienced, most skilled opponent. Now Garcia wanting to try to see what he can pull out with Gausha against the ropes. Of crowd rallying behind the youngster Garcia. But it's that. And Terrell Gausha been busy with these combinations, opening up. Not known for his power, but he is landing flush, and here comes Garcia. Great 10th round from both fighters, but again, a solid right. The right has been might tonight for Terrell Gausha.
Garcia needed to close this round, but I think the one that closed the round was Gausha. First time in his career for Elijah Garcia. I mean, the urgency was there right after that knockdown because he came back and he gave Gausha all he can take. But again, Gausha's experience, getting on the ropes, counter punching with that right hand, back to back to back. And not only the straight right hand, but also the uppercut. There it is. Beautiful work from Gausha. Just experience, just well-timed, overwhelmed, straight punches, always.
Judge at ringside, Chris Migliore scores about 95-94 in favor of Terrell Gausha. Don Trella sees it 95-94 in favor of Elijah Garcia. Zachary Young sees it 96-93 in favor of the winner by way of split decision, Elijah Garcia.